I'm Simona de Silvestro and I'm a reserve and test driver for the Heuer Porsche Fórmula team. I started racing, I think I got the racing bug quite early through my dad. He has a car dealership back in Switzerland, so I was always around cars and he always liked watching like Formula 1 on TV, so I kind of was sitting next to him and watching him, and it really kind of started when I was 7 and I got my first go-karts from my parents, and we were just going out there for fun, and I just really fell in love with the sport. Yeah, so my nickname is pretty interesting. My first nickname actually when I went to the US was the Swiss Miss. Then in 2011 I had a really big crash in Indy where I had a suspension failure going into turn 3, and yeah, I got hurt quite badly, burned my hands, and but 2 days later I got back in the race car and qualified the car for the Indianapolis 500, and the fans actually came up with the Iron Maiden. And it's definitely a nickname that I like much better. At the time I didn't know it was a band either, so you know, I discovered a whole new type of music and all that as well. I'm not the biggest fan of the music yet, but I think the Iron Maiden is a cool nickname to have. For me it's quite special, I think, as a driver to be involved in Formula E, because I think it's definitely new and changing the world, so I think it's quite exciting to be part of it. Formula E is definitely quite different. You know, if I look at 15 years ago, you know, I would have never imagined we go racing electric, and to be part of this in this era I think is really special as a driver, because everything that is kind of happening right now will be in the cars of our everyday cars, you know, in the next 10 years. So I think you know, in a few years looking back at what is all happening here in Formula E, I think it's quite special to be part of it. Yeah, I think the biggest thing, you know, for me myself, you know, I've always dreamt about being a race car driver. That's what I wanted to do, and I didn't really care, you know, that I was the only girl doing it, but I was just really focused and really wanted to do this. And I think that's kind of the biggest message to all the young girls out there, to not to be afraid to go for what you want to do. And you know, if it's being a mechanic, being an engineer, being a driver like myself, you know, just go for it, and yeah, don't be afraid to push for it. Yeah, so I'll be racing back in the Indianapolis 500, which is pretty special. You know, I haven't been there for 6 years, and I'm joining Paretta Autosport, who's led by Beth Paretta. I think it's quite an exciting journey because, you know, there's going to be a lot of women involved as well, also on the mechanic side and things like that. So just getting the opportunity, and yeah, you know, we are associated with the Team Penske, so it's an amazing opportunity that we're all getting, and I think it's going to be quite an exciting race for us.